Post. They're full of legal advice, learning about the law. It's like a rolling dice, from contracts to torts. He's got it all covered. Attorney Mox, he's the legal expert, no other. I'm scrolling on Mox, he's blowing up your feed, learning about the law. That's all we really need. He's got the knowledge, he's got the skills. I'm scrolling on Mox, he's paying all your legal bills. I'm scrolling on Mox, he's paying all your legal bills. He's got the legal education, baby, yeah. He's the litigation expert, know him like the back of my hand. You got a problem, he's a lawyer on demand. Check his post, they're full of legal advice, learning about the law. It's like a rolling dice, from contracts to torts. He's got it all covered. Attorney Mox, he's the legal expert, no other. I'm scrolling on Mox, he's paying all your legal bills.
Oh. Hello. Ayun. Hello. Atin po yan, no? We're live sa Anyway, thank you so much sa mga sa ating okay, no? Paano sa batas, Attorney Mox ay mag-usap again tapang drug kind of, no? May ato, pero yung substance ng cases, very, para sa akin, very important. Meron pa siya. Allow me to show you what are these topics para yung usad natin dito. Bago dito, under the law is actually gabi-gabi, saka aabot na aking nakakaya, try natin siyang i-digest, tapos i-try natin para sa mga students o na avenue. Pero bago pa lang sa batas, nakitulong. Right? Tapos natin under the law, episode 60. Kami na rin. Tapos natin under the law 60. For on drugs cases, plus take note na hindi sa luma. Wala na siyang laki pa rin ang pakinabang ng ating mga paano decipher, define about usapan sa drugs cases. Our cases sa mga atin, sa mga now, and later muna kaya ko straight na hope natin. Okay? So, natin is we have Asuela versus Ligo 2017. So, people Lagman or maraming mga pagbabago ng RA 1965 was amended by RA 10640. This was actually promulgated 2013. So anyway, let's talk about the first. Actually, it's the case of Asuela versus, or we are going to jump in yung issue na nakikita. Sabi muna natin po. So, once upon a time, there was this accused. Tapos si accused ay nahuli. Yun na lang. Nahuli siya. This person is Estipona. Yes, Estipona or Asuela. eskwela ay nahuli siya na violate RA 95 or Drugs Act. Kasi anong ginawa niya? Siya ay in the possession. No? Siya, may dala po siya na drugs. In possession, no? With one piece na crystalline sachet na positive daw siya sa methamphetamine hydrochloride taboo. Drug daw 2016. Okay? So, in short, pabilisin natin. Sabi ni Stepona, nung court na siya, is, Your Honor, gusto kong mag-file ng motion for plea. Gusto kong mag-file po ng motion for plea of plea bargaining na instead na last time sinabi ko, not guilty, this time around, guilty na ako. Bakit siya magpapagilty? Kasi for this RA, first time offender ka, hindi ka, no? For justifiable reason, nalagay ka sa rehabilitation center. Kaya huhulihin, no? Actually, section 20. Hindi natin pag-usapan yun. Kasi to make things short, una, sabi niya, hindi ako guilty, Your Honor. After the, 2016, sabi niya, Your Honor, I'm going to file a motion to enter a plea again. No, on what ground? Papalitan ko na po yung aking not guilty to guilty. Kasi parang avail ko yung rehabilitation. At diba? Ano? Tapos, nagsalita na naman ating prosecution na, bawal. Kasi sinabi sa RA 95, hindi ka pwede mag-plea bargaining. So, sabi ng 9165, take note, ang Republic Act 5 ay ginawa ng Congress, the legislature, ang mambabatas, ang inyong senator at congressmen na po ang gumagawa ng mga batas at kasama doon yung RA 9165. So, ano bang sinabi sa RA 9165 sa Section 23? No? Malinaw pa sa malinaw. Sabi sa Section 23, plea bargaining provision. Listen, any person charged under any provision of this act, regardless of the imposable penalty, shall not be allowed to avail of the provision on bargaining. Ibig sabihin, ano man ang karampatang parusa sa iyo, maliit or malaki, maliit, ka pwede bargaining. Give you a better, a simplified version sa plea bargaining. Yung plea bargaining, more likely, makikipag-bargain ka. Normal sa status ng pag-bargaining. Una, sabi na not guilty ako. Pero, pag napagtripan ni accused, magpapag-guilty na lang ako. Your Honor, mag-file ako ng hindi na ako guilty. Hindi na ako not guilty. Guilty na ako. Okay? Guilty na ako. So, ganon siya. Parang, ano ba yung significant? Ano ba yung tansya or benefits ng dahil ikaw ay nagsabi ng guilty ako. Guilty po ako, Your Honor. Huligin nyo na ako. I-pressure na niya ako. Mababawasan ang inyong penalty. Let's say, for example, kaso ka, tas 12 years, sabi mo, Your Honor, akikuan na ako, guilty na ako, hulihin nyo na ako. Usually, the court will give you a lesser offense. Nababa niya yung kaso. Hindi na pinapahirap court. Instead, parang para mapabilis, magpahuli ka na. Dito, sa case na to, drugs to. Drugs. Pero po siyang kaso. Kaso po niya is drugs. So, para hindi nahirapan, naisip na lang ni Asuela, no? So, Estipona, Asuela, isang tao lang po yan. Sabi niya, ay maganda to. Pag ako ay mag-bargain ng guilty, wala ako mapupreso. Pwede ako makapasok sa rehabilitation center for first-time offenders. Sabi ng DOJ, hopya, no? RA 965 says hindi ka bargaining. Yan. Now, balik tayo dito. Yung plea bargaining ba ay isang rules na isa ba siyang procedure sa court? Tingin nyo, is it a procedure in courts? No? Let's talk about this. What is the rule-making power of the Supreme Court in bargaining, especially cases? All right. sabi ng Supreme Court, no, in the same case po, sabi po niya, yes, ang power to promulgate or the rule-making power of the Supreme Court, ibig sabihin ng rule-making power of the Supreme Court, ano man ang mga batas, kalakaran sa Korte, Supreme Korte, ay vested na siya sa Supreme Court. Hindi na pwedeng alam ang kanino body, department, batas, di pwede. Yes, mag-submit ang Senate or Senator ng batas para ibahin kung ano ang kalakaran sa Supreme Court. Kasi malinaw na sa malinaw, sinabi niya is nandito po sa 1987 Constitution na nabanggit dito na Section 5 of 5, the Article 1987 Constitution explicitly provides that, Section 5, the Supreme Court shall have the following powers. Right. Number 5 or item number 5, promulgate rules concerning the protection and enforcement of constitutional rights, pleading, practice, and procedure courts. Nahin mo natin ha. Doon lang, sinabi niya yung Supreme Court ay may kapangyarihan siya na mag-promulgate ng mga rules about sa mga karapatan, Constitution. Karapatan na naaayon sa Constitution, yung mga pleading na ginagamit sa court, yung pag-practice, yung procedure sa korte. E-bargaining is a court procedure na hindi pwedeng pakialaman ng Congress. Hindi pwede na magbigay ang legislature at saka Senate ng law na pwede niyang ibahin yung rule-making power or yung procedure ng korte. Ano pa ang iba pa doon na hindi pwedeng mangialam ang ibang department, kasi the President, PM, alright? Or Senator, si Juan Ponce or Padilla, si Romualdez, no, Congress Speaker Romualdez. Ano ba yung mga bagay-bagay na hindi pa nila pwede? The admission to the practice of the law. Ibig sabihin, take ng bar exam, na po ang nangangasiwa. The IBP in bar, yun. So, and legal assistance to under. Such rules shall provide a simplified and inexpensive for the speedy disposition of cases or for all courts of the same grade, not diminish, increase, or modify substantive rights. Rules of procedures of special courts and quasi-judicial bodies shall remain effective as disapproved by the Supreme Court. Lahat ng kalakaran, procedure, korte ay nakasaad lang sa kamay ng Supreme Court at wala pong batas na pwedeng mag-iba doon. Si BBM, President BBM, di pwede. Mangialam ang Senate, di pwede. Alam ang Congress, di pwede. Supreme Court lang. No. Okay. Sabi po sa case ni Echegaray versus Secretary of Justice, no? Very landmark to na case. Just the elected official appoint of drugs case tayo, sir. Pero ipag-usapan yung live na yan. Right. Just the elected official. Anyway, some Echegaray versus Secretary of Justice, very landmark case to sa mga law, for exam, lawyers, the power to promulgate rules of practice is now which is the Supreme Court, which is exclusive a domain and no longer shared with the executive. So, for example, bar examination, naggumawa yung bagong rules, hindi Supreme Court bagong rules. Sabi ng Congress, ayoko niyan, bagawa ng law na para baliktarin natin yung sabi nga dito, the power to promulgate rules and the power to promulgate rules of pleading, practice, and procedure is now exclusive domain, no longer is now an exclusive domain of the Supreme Court and is no longer shared with the legislature. Please take note of it. Okay? Now, last but not least, ano bang basis? Bakit yun sinabi? Kasi sinabi sa rules of court na pwede po silang mag-plea bargaining during pre-trial. Ayan. At saka during arraignment. So, sir, paano ba, sir? sabi niya not guilty, tapos not guilty, tapos trial na, nag-trial, pero napag-isipan niya, mag-plea na lang ako ng guilty. I-bargaining ulit ako. Pwede. Kasi, ang point doon kasi, karapatan yun ng isang tao na mag-plea bargaining siya. Ikalawa ay pasok siya sa rules of court, which is made by the court. Last but not the least, para napapadali yung takbo ng kaso. Kasi imagine nyo, when you are going to or guilty, wala nang pag-usapan pa. Diretso na ibukulong si accused. Tapos ng kaso, finish, adjourn, done, final, rendition of judgment, tapos. Yung ng RA 90. So, under sa Rule 116, insofar as the plea bargaining is concerned, sabi dito, arraignment and Section 2, plea of guilty to a lesser offense at arraignment, accused with the consent of the offended party and the prosecutor may be allowed by the trial court to plead guilty to a lesser offense which is necessarily included in the offense charge. After arraignment, but before trial, the accused may still be allowed to plead guilty to said lesser offense after withdrawing his plea of not guilty. So, amendment complete or sorry. Okay. Ibig sabihin dito, kailangan, example, murder. Murder. Hindi pwede mag-plea ka ng mababang sentensya. Sabi mo, example, tapos si A, napatay na si B. Murder. Murder yun Pwede na sabihin ni sir, magle-lesser offense ako ng theft or unjust vexation. Hindi pwede. Kailangan, we still included siya sa offense charge. Pwede ang murder, pwede or pwede naman na napatay niya tapos sa murder under exceptional circumstances. This is very useful doon or very common sa asawa na nakitang nagsisexual intercourse yung kanilang asawa with a paramour or kabit. So, pwedeng patayin. Real talk to, real talk. Si husband or si wife, nakita niya yung asawa niya having a sexual intercourse with other person, pwede niyang patayin sila. Kaso lang nun is disyero. So, pwede yun. Basta nasa linya. So, pag example, usapang murder, sir, bababa ko yung kaso ko. Anong kaso mo? Theft. Or, kuan na lang, sir, malayo. Within the offense charge. Okay, under Rule 188, isa pa na plea bargaining, karapatan ng tao, accused rather, sabi nito, Section 1, trial, mandatory in criminal cases. All criminal cases cognizable by the Sandigan, the RTC, the MTC, the Municipal Trial Court in Cities, MTCC, and Municipal Circle Trial Court CTC. The court shall, after arraignment and case from the court acquires jurisdiction over the person of the accused, unless a court order pre-trial or unless a shorter period for laws or circulars of the Supreme Court order a pre-trial conference. Consider the following. Letter A, bargaining. During pre-trial po mag-bargaining. Kasi ang essence ng bargaining is para napapadali yung pagtakbo ng kaso. Ang pinaka-common sa plea bargaining, not guilty, tapos magpapag-guilty. Pag ganun yung instances, of course, tapos ng kaso. Then, tapos na, magpa-final na decision to court, na parang discount accused kasi umami naman. Right? Pero meron din plea bargaining from guilty, sinabi niya, not guilty. Bakit naman ganon? Kasi karapatan yun ng tao and also, it is also court. RA 9165, RA 9165 and Section 3 remains ineffective unless otherwise proved and applied by the Supreme. Okay? Yun na yun. Bale, nangyari doon is nakapli siya ng kahit sa RA 9165. Ano natin is courts rulemaking power at saka yung support. actually currently 8,000 rules of court. Right? Nakakaintindi. Basta yun na yun. Ang importante is niya po kayo pigilan ng tao na magsabi kayo ng not guilty or guilty or honor. Yan. Last is the people nag-manage sa 2008 case. Before natin pag-usapan yung issue dito, no, I'll just make this issue very short, no. So sabihin lang natin na once upon a time, accused, meron silang property, tapos yung property, merong drugs, merong mga drugs doon sa property. Property na yon ay may-ari is Pilipina, tapos asawa niya is Chinese. Ayan. So, doon sa parang piggery siya, piggery. Short is so ni-raid ng ating or proper authorities at saka nahuli drugs doon sa property. Now, yung tatlo na Chinese, sabi nila, namin pagmamayari. Sabi naman nung yung na, bahay ko yan pero hindi ko alam, hindi ko kilala yung mga tatlo. So, they are saying na porket yung drugs ay nasa bahay namin ay kasalanan namin kasi wala naman kami actual act. Alay mo baka nilagay yung drugs sa bahay? Alam. So, ano ang sabi ng, ano ba ang issue natin dito? What is the ruling when the corpus drug are found in your kung example, sa bahay ninyo, o sa bahay ko, sa bahay ng kanino man, tapos merong drugs doon, nakatambak, napasukan tayo ng authority, no, with valid purposes, ha? Assuming natin it's valid. Nasabat yung drugs. Hindi ma-identify kung sino ang may-ari ng drugs. Pero, ikaw yung may-ari, no, o ikaw yung umuupa doon sa property. Pwede ka bang kasuhan? Sabi ng Supreme Court, no, citing the versus Tira, essential elements of crime of illegal possession, regulated drugs are the following. I take note. Actual possession of an item or object is identified to be drugs. Actual possession. Number 2, such possession is not authorized by law. Drugs, right? And the accused freely or consciously possess said drugs. Muna, sabi nila, actual possession. Pero nasa bahay ko naman yan, hindi naman na actual possession na hindi ko hawak. Nakatambak lang dyan sa bahay at saka hindi ko mama ang mga payo. Pero sabi ng Supreme Court, yung actual possession can be different types of possession. Nang nag-stop siya sa actual possession. Because the actual possession can also be constructive possession. Ano ba yung constructive possession? From the word constructive possession, ako masasabi ako sa constructive possession is in the case of house. Pag sinabi na I possess the house, constructive, naman yung bahay, karga mo yan palagi, no? May susi ka. From that point na meron ka susi, it's already a constructive possession. It's yours. Constructively owned by you, no? Possess mo siya. So this case naman is a constructive possession kasi yung drugs ay nasa property ng ating accused. Yan. So, sabi ng Supreme Court dito, legal possession of regulated drugs is a mala prohibita and such criminal intent is not an essential element. So, natin pag-usapan yung pinag-usapan natin. Pag yung drugs nasa bahay mo, hindi malaman kung sino nagmamay-ari, makakasuhan ka ba under RA 95? Sabi na Supreme Court din, however, the prosecution must prove that the accused had the intent to possess drugs. Possession under the law includes not only actual possession, but also constructive possession. Actual possession exists when the drug is in the physical possession of the or control of the accused. Hawak-hawak niya. On the other hand, constructive possession exists when the drug is under the dominion, control of the accused, or when he has the right to exercise dominion and control over the place where it is found. Kumbaga, kontrolado niya yung place kung saan yung drugs or corpus delicti or drug evidence is located. Okay? exclusive possession or control is not necessary, and the accused cannot avoid conviction if he tries to exercise opinion over the place where the contraband is located, shared with. Kahit nag-share pa siya sa property na yon, siya makakatakas doon sa sinasabi nilang conviction or presumably or suspicious or allegedly a suspect, prime suspect of illegal possessions of regulated drugs. Kasi from its simple standpoint ay siya ang nagmamayari sa property at yung property na yon ay may drugs. Ibig sabihin, kahit ano man ang idahilan mo, dahil nandoon sa property may drugs, may possibility naman na pwede kang make as an illegal possessor because although hindi mo siya ginagamit, nasa bahay mo siya. I think that's all. Try ko siguro bukas din mag-add ng other topics. Next case. So medyo maganda yung mga substance. Right? So moral lesson for today. For example, yung kayo ay mag-iinado tapos bargaining, tapos pipigyan kayo ng silang karapatan. Of court, as sinusunod na pwede silang mag-bargaining at wala silang karapatang ibahin kahit nandiyan pa yan sa Republic Act 91. Kalawa is, pag ang isang drugs ay nasa property ng ari o pa sa isang property, drugs na yon, possibility na makakatakas unless otherwise prove that there is a justifiable ground that he or she cannot be. Maraming salamat po sa mga nanonood po, no? Again, ito po ang inyong sa batas po. Nagpapasalamat po sa inyong panood. And yun nga, no? Tuloy lang ang inyong pag-aaral, sharing and learning. At sa lahat po, yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na huwag niyong kakalimutan na mahalin niyo ang inyong asawa dahil sila po ang tunay na batas. Bye-bye!
I'm scrolling on my Facebook page, feeling curious, a turning nuts. He's got the legal education, baby, yeah. He's the litigation expert. No one like the back of my hand. He got a problem, he's the lawyer on demand. Check his post, they're full of legal advice. Learning about the law, it's like a rolling dice from contracts to torts. He's got it all covered. Attorney Marks, he's the legal expert, no other. I'm scrolling on Marks, he's blowing up your feed. Learn about the law, that's all we really need. He's got the knowledge, he's got the skills. I'm scrolling on Marks, he's paying all your legal bills. I'm scrolling on Marks, he's paying all your legal bills. Expert, no one like the back of my hand. You got a problem, he's a lawyer on demand. Check his post, they're full of legal advice. Learning